So we're here together today to discuss what's been going on and discuss our Common Ground community. And I guess I want to say that sometimes we have to make difficult choices, right? We have to make really difficult choices that aren't really popular with everybody. But we know that sometimes they're really necessary. They're necessary for us. And I want to say that more than ever that we have a passion for Common Ground. All of us do up here. That runs really deep. And we have a great love for Common Ground. And Common Ground is you. So that means we have a deep love for you and a deep passion for what we do here. Wow, we've been through a lot, right? I mean, you know, when you think about the beginning, 15 years ago in November, the beginning, when we started Common Ground, we've been through a lot of joys and sorrows with the births of our grandkids and the deaths of our husband and your daughter and Stacie's ordination. You know, all of you have had a lot of events. We've been through a lot together. We've lost a lot of people along the way. A lot of people have died. A lot of people just don't come anymore. And a lot of change has happened. So we knew that something had to change here. I think you can look around and see that, it's hard to manage Common Ground anymore. It's no secret that our numbers are dwindling, and with that, our expenses are still there, and our funds are dwindling. So we knew it was time for a change. But we knew we didn't want to leave you and leave this community. And I want you to hear that, because that's not about leaving you. And we don't want to do that. But we need to cancel our Sunday services. And we will end our lease on November 17th, which is our anniversary date of 15 years. So we've got 5 more months here in this building that we'll be together. And we'll close the chapel with a huge celebration of our time together, actually as Common Ground Sundays. And then as a transition, we're in the works of kind of deciding what we're going to do in December, because it's the holidays. We are working on ways that all of us can come together Sunday mornings, maybe for breakfast, and try to be a community through the holidays. We're really excited about moving forward. We really are. This is sad, but it's time. And we have a lot of new ideas, and we'll be discussing those in the future. A lot of retreats coming up that we want you to be there with workshops, retreats, classes, outreach projects, a lot of things that we will be doing. I'm going to ask you to stay with us, you guys, if you will. It's really important that for us, and it's important for all of you, that we're staying together through this time. So please help us and support us with your presence. We're going to miss you. You know, we're going to miss Sunday mornings. I guess you just need to trust us to create new possibilities for Common Ground that are going to inspire you and create passion in your lives. And we will do that, you know. And I think with the release of the chapel, that it's going to lighten our load, because there's a lot of pressure, and it's going to free up. What I know is that it will free up energy for us to move forward in a really exciting way out in the world. And you are a part of that, because we built this for how many years we've been together, and we can't let it go. We are a presence in the world. How it's going to look, you'll know soon, but we don't know yet. So, do you want to say something?
Well, I'd like to say that, we have Common Ground in Corona, and they are ending their lease in October. They are not going to renew. And so we've had meetings with them. They're going to be expanding into the world like we are. So there will be 5 of us that will be carrying forth this vision of Common Ground, 2 different communities coming together to support the work of Common Ground.
You know, this all started for me with these 2 ladies crying at another spiritual community. And when I know I couldn't lose them, so that just speaks to the heart that they have and the love that they have for people and for, especially for all of you, for community. And I feel that I have, they don't see themselves this way, but I have studied under the masters. And I will continue to support them. I am at a place in my life where my massage career is coming to a close, and I need to open up to something new. And I know staying with Common Ground will help support me through that, as well as support all of you. At the moment, in reach, what we provide will continue. I don't know how that's going to look, but I'll definitely keep you informed of how that's going to look. I think our prayer chain especially is going to continue. So just keep on contacting me with your prayers. And I know these ladies have a lot of creativity left in them. And our world is very much different now than when we first started. So we are going to open to those possibilities, and we're going to continue to be the change here in our world. And we're going to be the love and the compassion and the groundedness.
So we kind of wanted to open it up because we know that people probably have questions. So I'm going to give this for a minute.
Please come forward so you can use the microphone so we can hear your questions or your comments.
So I think what I need to say is this is like sort of the final letting go for me with everything that's been going on. So this is a hard time. It's not easy for any of us. I'm not going to apologize for crying. So does anybody have anything they want to say, or questions, or comments, or whatever?
Are there other, like, I know things going to be like this, similar spiritual communities that you could maybe collaborate with that are already established? I know I went to a lecture it was on Red Hill, and I think it was in Santa Ana, and it was called Women's Power or something like that. It was a whole spiritual environment. It was in one of the industrial parks. Have you heard of that one? I'll find out. I'll send you the information. But they have lectures and interesting guests there. It's not a big space, but it's very spiritual driven. So I'll send you that information.
Thank you. We've been doing some legwork on this project, and one of the things that we do know is that there are a number of really nice venues available depending on the size of the group that we want to put together. So if we want to do a workshop or an intimate setting or something that needs theater seating, there are a lot of venues that run by the hour that we can access so that we have a place to go, but we don't have the monthly rent for a big building that we're not using all the time. So we would only, and it would be appropriate for whatever the size of the group is that we would want to bring together for a workshop or whatever. We are going to be doing a retreat for sure in January. We're not sure how it's going to look yet, but one of the things we're looking to do is where there are private homes available, like at the beach, on an hourly basis that rent for the day. That would be a perfect setting for a retreat for our community. Have food and activities. So we've got lots of things that we're looking at as we move forward. Especially after November the 17th, we know that we can't just stop Common Ground and everybody go on their way on Sundays. So we will be having breakfast or something on Sunday mornings. so that we have an opportunity to get together in fellowship and share ideas and support each other through the holidays.
And you both are such fabulous speakers. You might be able to have some guest speaker engagements at other churches that are compatible with our general philosophy, and where you would no longer be direct competitors for the congregation, since you're sort of travel ministers available, and then some of us might be able to travel and be there on days that you have speaking engagements elsewhere. And the other thing is, you guys have to write a book. You have to have an Oprah interview and do something regularly on, I don't know, online, YouTube or wherever, where we can all be in touch with you and you can share some of the wisdoms and things that you do.
Thank you, Kelly. We thought of that. That's great. That's a really good idea.
Also, I know some of our communities have clubhouses, like I have a clubhouse where I live, and I think they rent on a Saturday and Sunday a room that holds up to 50 people, and it has a kitchen and outside space. I think it's like $50 a day. So
That's
people want to come to Newport Beach.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
something to consider.
It is. Thank you. Thank you for that. Girl?
Yeah, I also have a clubhouse where I live in Orange Street in Irvine that it sounds similar as far as the capacity of people, probably up to 50, that I can look into possibly renting. And I have a question. Have you talked to the church to ask them if it's possible if we can just rent this chapel on an as-needed basis?
But that takes money.
Yeah.
And these two women, they have donated so much of their own money. And it takes money to do those things. That's why we've got to make sure that we cover it. Those are all wonderful ideas, but it does, bottom line, any of those places take money.
One of the things that we are in the process of doing is letting the church know that we are giving a notice. We have a 3-month requirement, and we're going to be working with them as well as see if they want to take on our stuff in lieu of rent and things like that. So we're working with that, and we will ask them that question about renting the chapel out from them from time to time for events. That's certainly a possibility. We certainly ask them about that. So I want to ask you, how would you see yourself taking responsibility to continue community? In other words, up until this point in time, we have created the space and the energy. Now, how would you, as part of the Common Ground community, how would you see yourself in that role?
Well, I would be happy to host my clubhouse once a month if you wanted to use it, and I'll just pay $50. So that's a possibility. I think what you're doing is a good business decision, and we all applaud you for that. So I could do that for the community.
Thank you. Very much.
So I was just wondering about that, because
Can you speak up, people?
We can't really hear behind you.
Oh, here, why don't we,
what about the parking in these clubhouses?
We have parking lots. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have street parking. We have city street parking.
Okay.
No, we have just
I think,
What was the question?
addressing the parking in some of these clubhouses.
So the question was addressing the parking at some of the clubhouses.
We have a parking lot for about, I want to say, 18 cars, but then there's the city street that you can park onto. So like if you're handicapping, handicap parking, and then regular parking
I have another question, because I'm wondering what the bylaws are, because it may be, there may be something in there that if you're going to be like a spiritual center coming in or whatever, that may be different than people living there,
Well, I know that I have to be there
Right.
to host an event.
Right.
I know they have AA meetings there and other types of, they have a lot of meetings during the week. And on the weekends, they have birthday parties and everything, but.
So what,
Okay, so what, tell them what, so everybody hears what she just said.
so the discussion was about what the bylaws are at these community centers and if a spiritual community can meet there. And so the answer was that, I'm sorry, Sharon said the one thing that she knows for sure, she's going to check into it, but she knows that she needs to be present there. But I know that in our discussions is that going forward, it's going to look different than what our Sunday service, it's not, our plan is not to have a Sunday service like you have seen here for the past 15 years. So it isn't necessarily going to be a talk and music and all of that. Would you like to expand on that?
Well, I think that's true. We don't want to find a building and recreate as much as that, would be, a good thing. I think we're letting that go so that we can move forward with our passion for other things in the world. And so a regular Sunday service is not something that I think we need to release that space in ourselves so that we can create new. And it's the timing. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't come together and have a great big huge event that is like a service. That would be, really cool. We just don't want to plan a weekly service every week like we have been doing for 20 years.
So I think that helps with the bylaws that you might have any concern with. And at the same time, what the reverends have shared with me is that the way we're going to support that is that there will be a fee to attend. And that's how we will support the rent and hopefully some paychecks.
And there will be scholarships for people that can't do it too, because you're part of this community, and if you just possibly can't, you want to come, of course, we will support that. That's been huge.
And that holds true for the Sunday morning breakfast that we'll be having between the end of November and the beginning of the new year. We've already set up a fund for a scholarship fund for breakfast for anyone who would like to join us and is not able to participate in that way. There are other ways to participate. At Common Ground we say, it's your time, and all of you are giving your time because you're here. It's your treasure, and those of you who are giving to Common Ground, it's your treasure, and it's your talent. So it's what you can do to help to create community. So it's not just always about money. It's about all of it. And your creativity. We need your ideas. We need to know what you think we can do to move forward. What can it look like? Do you want a book study? Do you want a workshop on a certain topic? What will fill your need as far as spiritual community goes? Judy? Oh, Sharon?
What about considering that people could offer to sponsor an event, meaning they are willing to pay for that event so that everybody can come and not have to pay?
Good idea.
That's a great idea.
Great idea.
Really good idea.
Really good idea. Judith?
Okay, you're asking what can we offer to participate in whatever Common Ground is going to look like. And I've already purchased material on spirituality and ecology. So I think that's an example of what Common Ground can do, come together. There's a lot to think about and talk about and pray about in the world today. I'm also a facilitator for a soul collage, something that we could always get together and do. And those kinds of things is what I have in mind.
Thank you. You know, we say that we're here to facilitate each other's becoming, and that means that we can all take responsibility for teaching what we came to teach and learning what we need to learn. So it's not just about the two of us or the three of us. It's about all of us sharing what we know, sharing our strengths and our wisdom. And thank you, Judy, because I know that you have this material, and I think we will definitely have that put into practice soon.
Book studies, you know.
Book studies. Kelly?
Well, I'm just thinking of libraries that are public and they have facilities that might work somehow. They have book discussion groups, and so there might be some activity or organization already in place that we can all join and you know, use some of their structure and some of their facilities or whatever as well, just to be together with some of us. I mean, not everybody wants to join a book discussion group or whatever, but there might be in some of our local libraries or it's like that. And the other thing is our Square Dancing Club has a monthly newsletter. And I think that would be a great way for us all to stay in touch. And, you know, who's got new news or what have you, or photos or whatever of the trip. But just that friendly exchange that holds the network together.
We plan to continue to use our existing digital domain while we're launching whatever comes next, so that everybody can stay connected and stay informed. And we would welcome ideas on that. Yes.
One more thing, because we mentioned music, and music is an important part here, of course. Ever since Jeff and I first came, it was because we like Robert Fields being there. So the music and some of those songs that are the ones we always sing, you know, beginning and end. Robert, maybe if you made a disc CD just for the ones that we all connect to, and then everybody could buy one, and so wherever we got together, and it was appropriate, we could always at least play it, even if we didn't have you in person, as
Well, there's no question about it that this is, you know, it's a big change. There's loss, and there's unknown. There's a lot of unknown here. So we're just moving into uncharted territory, trusting that we will be shown the way as we move forward. That's basically where it's at right now.
So we're excited about actually going forward, and on November we'll have a huge party, and we would like everybody to come. The people that know ask them to come, and the ones that come to Common Ground, and we'll have a gratitude celebration, because it'll be around Thanksgiving time. So we'll have a beautiful celebration, and then by that time, that's 5 months, we might have some more clarity about what we'll be doing and things like that. So I think that's important.
And in the meantime, we invite you to open to guidance in your own lives and see what comes, and share that with us. Share your ideas with us. We need ideas, and we need to know what would. Oh, Robert.
Yeah, I'd like to say something. You know, about the video and the YouTube channel and stuff. I was thinking it might be a pretty good idea to maybe do a 10, 15-minute Sunday service kind of sermon, a short thing, and then we could send it out on the email or our blog, and so everybody can be invited to stay in touch on a weekly basis in that way.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to invite everybody. You know, I know everybody's trying to say, well, in November we're gone, but I have a feeling if there's about 20 people here in this room, and if every one of us would invite one single friend every week for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we might see some different energy here. And see, I'm not ready to give up. So I'm
Miracles happen.
suggesting that if we all got on the same page and decided to bring at least one friend, a different friend, every week for maybe 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, you may see something different. And we'd all have to agree to that, of course.
Yes.
So that's what I have to say.
Thank you, Robert. Robert, would you like to send us home?
Okay, can you see?
Thank you, Robert.
Oh, I think we'd like to take a love offering first.